purpose. Call no man happy until he is dead. In the field of sex, his temperament, though intense, has never been passionate. Were he to choose a totem, it would be the snake. Intercourse between Soraya and himself must be, he imagines, rather like the copulation of snakes, lengthy, absorbed, but rather abstract, rather dry, even at its hottest. Is Soraya's totem the snake too? No doubt with other men she becomes another woman, la donna e mobile. Yet at the level of temperament her affinity with him can surely not be feigned. Though by occupation she is a loose woman, he trusts her within limits. During their sessions he speaks to her with a certain freedom, even on occasion unburdens himself. She knows the facts of his life. She has heard the stories of his 2 marriages, knows about his daughter and his daughter's ups and downs. She knows many of his opinions. Of her life outside Windsor Mansions, Soraya reveals nothing. Soraya is not her real name, that he is sure of. There are signs she has borne a child or children. It may be that she is not a professional at all. She may work for the agency only 1 or 2 afternoons a week, and for the rest live a respectable life in the suburbs, in Rylands or Athlone. That would be unusual for a Muslim, but all things are possible these days. About his own job he says little, not wanting to bore her. He earns his living at the Cape Technical University, formerly Cape Town University College. Once a professor of modern languages, he has been, since classics and modern languages were closed down as part of the Great Rationalization, adjunct professor of communications. Like all rationalized personnel, he is allowed to offer 1 special field course a year, irrespective of enrollment, because that is good for morale. This year he is offering a course in the Romantic Poets. For the rest, he teaches Communications 101, Communication Skills, and Communications 201, Advanced Communication Skills. Although he devotes hours of each day to his new discipline, he finds its first premise, as enunciated in the Communications 101 handbook, preposterous. Human society has created language in order that we may communicate our thoughts, feelings, and intentions to each other. His own opinion, which he does not air, is that the origins of speech lie in song, and the origins of song in the need to fill out with sound the overlarge and rather empty human soul. In the course of a career stretching back 1/4 of a century, he has published 3 books, none of which has caused a stir, or even a ripple. The first on opera, Boito and the Faust Legend, the Genesis of Mephistopheles. The second on visions of Eros, the vision of Richard of St. Victor. The third on Wordsworth and history, Wordsworth and the burden of the past. In the past few years, he has been playing with the idea of a work on Byron. At first he thought it would be another book, another critical opus, but all his sallies at writing it have bogged down in tedium. The truth is, he is tired of criticism, tired of prose measured by the yard. What he wants to write is music. Byron in Italy, a meditation on love between the sexes in the form of a chamber opera. Through his mind, while he faces his communications classes, flit phrases, tunes, fragments of song from the unwritten work. He has never been much of a teacher. In this transformed and, to his mind, emasculated institution of learning, he is more out of place than ever. But then so are other of his colleagues from the old days, burdened with upbringings inappropriate to the tasks they are set to perform, clocks in a post-religious age. Because he has no respect for the material he teaches, he makes no impression on his students. They look through him when he speaks, forget his name. Their indifference galls him more than he will admit. Nevertheless, he fulfills to the letter his obligations toward them, their parents, and the state. Month after month he sets, collects, reads, and annotates their assignments, correcting lapses in punctuation, spelling, and usage, interrogating weak arguments, appending to each paper a brief, considered critique. He continues to teach because it provides him with a livelihood, also because it teaches him humility, brings it home to him who he is in the world. The irony does not escape him, that the one who comes to teach learns the keenest of lessons, while those who come to learn nothing. It is a feature of his profession on which he does not remark to Soraya. He doubts there is an irony.